hyped that trade. I paid the rate. Did you have to push it? Pumped your guru call. I was on your signal. Now I've lost it all. Bought your bullshit breakout. Thought you'd have my back. Coins burned up in minutes. You're a fucking hack. Oh, it kills me to think of the fat gains I lost today. Cause baby, you made a bad call. You know we used to cash in fast. You trashed it all so damn fast. Cause baby, now I played your bad call.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
I'm the king up in there. Streams my machine, hypes my domain.
Be a stubborn son of a bitch.
Fancy my spin. You tanked hard, that's your sin. Not my fault, I don't miss the take. Still cash and clout, no mistakes. Oh, it kills me.
Be ready in just a second.
Think of the fat gains I lost today. Cause baby, you made a bad call. You know we used to cash in fast. You trashed it all so damn fast. Cause baby, now I played your bad call. Your guru with the 1 minute fame slipping. Flags crushing hard, you're a fraud, I'm ripping. Streams hot clout, chase a prick on the mic. Stacks going quick, you're a scam, that's right. Ego fat calls suck, you're out of touch. Pump that trash, left me broke too much. YouTube king, nah, just a hype machine. Crypto's mine, you're done, has been seen. Did you think I'd take it? Eat your garbage call. Your clout's dead to me now. Watch your bullshit fall.
Hey, watch your mouth, young lady.
Cause baby, you made a bad call. You know we used to cash in fast. You trashed it all so damn fast. Cause baby, now I played your bad call. Oh. Bad call, bad call. Oh. You're toast, that's all. Yeah, you're toast.
There needs to be a writing utensil around here somewhere. That's not it.
Yeah, you're toast.
Well, let's try this again.
In the digital realm where the pixels dance, I'm the trader, the player, the main chance.
That was a clue, Sean. That was a cue. A cue. Push a button.
For those of you out there that didn't like that's the point.
Wow, we got the party's still going on. Yay! Look at all that going on over here. How's it going, everybody? This is take two. Because the first time just wasn't fun enough, I guess. Welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog, now at our normal time. There, that's what I get for trying to go early there. You better write. Ah, this one writes, okay. Looks like a guitar, it's a little, it's green. Can't see a green guitar. Anyway. Welcome back, everybody. We're taking a look at, we didn't make it over the Bitcoin. We were looking at total 3 and everything. So Bitcoin and basically what the ideas that we talked about, kind of, it happened to turn out that way. Yay. Okay. And I gotta admit, I mean, when this stuff happens and we start getting above these areas and it starts looking all bullish and then everybody else starts getting really bullish, it starts freaking me out because I'm like, but that's not what I see on that's not what the moving averages. I swear to you, since I put these bigger ones, started using these bigger ones, they really help me kind of not get carried away with too much fluff. They really rein you in. Like, you know, hey, don't get too bullish. Don't do it now. So that was okay. So anyway, so we lost this area. We haven't yet made a low. So that's going to be this area 92.8 that we'll probably target that area next and probably head a little down further. A lot of people looking around 91.5 where the gap is now. We talked about that like a couple of nights ago, saying that's probably what everybody's going to start talking about. We predict we predict what people are going to predict. We are the predictors of the predictors around here. We are the predictors of the predictors. Only you come here to find the. We've got the best predictors of predictors.
For those of you who have been sitting that like button, I should say thank you. Thank you very much.
I feel like I've been here before. Is this deja vu? I was saying hello to everybody. We're talking about Joe's channel, Joe, fellow YouTube. Right now I got 2 chats up again. That feels like deja vu too. I have to kill them both and see which one survives. Why does that sound so familiar? Let me pop the chat out. That sounds familiar too. I feel like I don't have free will. I'm destined to go down this course of action of bringing the chat box down. Oh my gosh, it's like, you know it's gonna happen, you can't avoid it, but it's gonna happen and you gotta do it. And it's like, or can I just see the future? Oh, he said it was coming down and right there it is. Okay, I'm done being stupid. I'm being very silly. Sorry guys. Don't mean to chase you off. I was over here at where are you? Come on, baby. I was thinking about, man, maybe we can get up to 1800 and we were there, and then like, who's going to be in number 8? And then they started dropping off, and I'm like, okay, that's the fun about being next to a nice rounding number. You get to, how long do you stay there? Because it's like jumping rope. I'm there, I'm there, I'm there, I'm not there. Oh, we're up above 3. Oh no, 5 people stopped, and it gets kind of wild here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, there's a little subscription button down there. It's free to do that. It just brings you back here more often and helps this channel grow, hopefully. And there will be some point where I've got to realistically look at these numbers and say, is the growth really worth the time and effort that I put into this channel? And I have to make a decision. So here we are. My little trend lines, because I'd love to draw those little slanted trend lines connecting candle bodies to candle bodies, and we formed a channel, in my opinion. Might we be looking for a retest of that? Or might we just come on straight down? Looks like she's working on coming on down. What says the moving averages or the indicators? Well, they beg to differ. Well, they seem to be at odds here. They look mildly kind of bullish that they might want to come up for a bearish retest of this line. What is this turkey talking about? Normally what we expect is maybe some form of it to come back up to this area, especially this area here that it just, see that, and then there, probably get rejected there, maybe to the top of the trend line I don't know. Could we be that lucky? Yay, nailed it. Woo! As a loose general rule, you take a measured move over here and just kind of put it there. And it says, hey man, I might want to bring you down here at about 92,500. Is that okay with you? Just, I'll back it up, and just stay right there. I'll wait you on through, okay? You be just fine. This is probably part of the game where the flag chasers chase reverse flags. Maybe is that why people leave? Are y'all? Do I have people that are sensitive to flags? I've got nothing against flags. I'm not against flags. I just don't like to force them on everything. A lot of people, I'm sure, would just be hoping that this is a inverted head and shoulders pattern. I'm not going to do all that stuff again. So, a lot of people be hoping like that. Total 3's also got that. We looked at that idea too, right? She's just not formed that yet, not confirmed that. It would have to come back up here, and in my book, by my rules, we got to have a solid neckline, and then once we break out of that, there's always a chance to come back and retest it, because there's always They not always, but they do a retest a lot, and then maybe we can break on through to the other side, get past this imaginary line that I got there. It doesn't make sense on the 1 hour, does it? That would be cool. That would be our hopeful thinking. That's one way to look at it. There's lots of different ways to look at it. There's also, let's get rid of these lines. Let's get rid of the whole channel idea. You just walk right into this chart, and this is what it smacks you up with. What the hell's that? What is that? That looks weird. And I'd say zoom out, Bubba. Zoom out. First thing I would suggest is draw some trend lines like that. Second thing I'd do is suggest draw some more trend lines like that. Do like that. That's kind of like what we just had, to be honest with you. It is. I swear it really is. I just changed this line on it. Tricked you. Anyway, this is a bearish pattern. It is a bearish megaphone, a opening broadening wedge, if you will, for the nerdy and hot. If you are looking for a measured move to the downside, the more reasonable one you'd be looking for is this little woolly booger rod here. Takes us down to these little lower areas, right down to the 800 moving average on the 4 hour chart. You ever see people be on like the 1 hour chart or 4 hour chart and they say this is the 200 daily moving average? It's got to come down to the 200 daily moving average. Like, do you mean the one on the daily, or did you call that one a daily? I was asking. You are banned. Can't stand negative people around here. Anyway, stop playing. I can't hit it. That's not the actual way I was trying to look at you, but we can. When I zoom out, that's what I see. And we lost it when we could, regardless of what you want to see on the top. This is resistance for us now. Currently below the non-moving average, and that ain't good. That ain't good at all. It ain't horrible, but if we're above the when we're above the 9 and everything's fine, when we're below it, well, everything can't be fine. So it sucks. Here's another idea. It's a bump and run idea. The bump and run. Let's talk about that. That sounds like ooh, I don't know. That sounds kind of sexy. That might have some legs. Ooh, got some bumping. A little bump and running. Well, what's the bump and run? And it's just basically this big asshole trend line. Word on the street is that the little bump and run. It kind of makes like a little skillet looking kind of thing down here, and then it breaks out and then runs away. And comes back up to the air over here. Not very much different from this little guy. So you can see a lot of interlocking, interweaving with patterns. And once you learn a pattern or two, you're actually learning several concepts. But I could, suggest that if you stick to just... Never mind. I'll get off on one of them tangents. I'll get off on one of them things, and we'll sit here and be talking about triangles, trend lines, patterns, and if they really matter as much and how they matter not, or we'll get into the philosophy of trend lines. And I might bore some of you guys to tears, but it would be cool if we could come back up and whatever this one is, however you want to play it out, baby. You changed on me. You're a wick on the 4 hour, but you got some teeth here on the 1 hour. Break on through to the other side, baby. Come on. That green one right here. This one's mad. That's the one that matters. That is definitely horizontal now resistance. Right here at this area at $95,200. We were saying hello to everybody, and then I got scared, and then we went to pull up Joe's channel from Trade Intuition, and then I don't know. We lost it froze. We got DualityC Crypto, MG Motorsports, King Hell, how's it going? So there's Soul again, Board PC Guy, Floki's Angels. Hey dog, love your show. I never get tired of it. I just don't. I never do. Bullets on parade. And I think we got 16 people hanging out. We did lose a few people, but that happens when that's a what? What are we talking about over here? When you cut off, I got bored and shorted meme coins with small money gain. Instant 57% up. Sweet. See what happened when we looked Joe up on YouTube? I was like, that's when it cut out. It was weird. I don't know why it did. banned for thinking none of that.
Crypto dreams in the moonlight sway. Dance with me,
Check my sub account again. There's Brackets Adventures. How's it going, my man? Good to see you here. Woohoo! Hey, we're up to 1800. Yeah! Well, that's for fireworks. Where fireworks and moon rockets. Woo! Hey, my moon rocket shouldn't be there. Sean, you've been playing with my things again. We'll have to do the moon rocket again because we gotta get that straight. Moon rocket. That didn't work. Huh. Nope, that's you. That's you.
Oh, snap. Hitting that like button. I'm supposed to thank.
Whoops.
Thank you very much.
Well, okay, hand clapping. 1,800 subscribers. Yay! Let's see if that'll stick. It will fluctuate. It's wild how that happens. All right, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. What you guys care? It's awesome. So we either break back in here and get bullish AF, or we get, what normally happens is a bearish retest of this area and we come down. And we're really due for a nice little retracement, getting rejected over here for Bitcoin. So, and it might give us a chance to get Bitcoin a little cheaper, fill our bags a little bit, because we do seem to be trying to prove that we're trying to change trend here. Getting above this area right here, that's good enough in my personal opinion for us to come down and look for a higher low somewhere and start to establish a new trend, which if I had to guess, and that's just guessing, just with basic trend lines, that we got a little guy like this going on right now, right? Will you not agree that we've got some areas of resistance here, here, and here, and here? And when we connect the lines from here, there, and there, that we get a particular type of angle. Now, while not a solid science, might we venture to the pseudoscience side of this equation, to the spooky, speculative area, and suggest that this might be what we're looking at? Might we take a copy of that, see if there's any signs that there might be a channel ID, and there are right here. Look, angle. Screw that angle. I don't care nothing about it. No respect whatsoever right here. It's a pity what this younger generation thinks about me angles, and nothing so far. But anyway, entertain an old chap, will you? Maybe come down here and we see what's going on. Oh, look at that. Oh, look. The youngins didn't give a crap about it, but at least their parents had some respect for that angle. What if we bring this angle all the way down through here? And now we got an idea of areas that we might also find some support. Or we come down here. If we're going to do something... Oh, I hope we don't. I hope we don't do something like that. We would be looking at retest of this trend line area probably. My guess is we come down through here. 88 still looks possible. I don't know if we will make it down that far or not. But wherever we do come back, we do happen to find ourselves around this juicy area. Somewhere around 88, 89, $90,000 for Bitcoin. Probably a good place to get some nice longs here. Now I'm on the 2-hour chart. The 2-hour, and let's look what's happening down here. So to me, this is bullish. I'm not saying that we're not bullish overall, but I'm just saying we need a pullback. It's good for the market to get a pullback, and it is also good for us, for our bigger term bags, to start dipping into some Bitcoin, because if you ain't got any Bitcoin, you're missing the whole point for all of this, because it ain't gonna be altcoins, baby. They ain't doing crap compared to Bitcoin. A few, if you're lucky, blah blah blah, whatever, and you better play it perfect, or else you're just, you're still not outperforming Bitcoin. It's been the winner. It has been, and we kind of talked about, wow, that might be the scenario that it actually happens, and gosh darn it, it was. And I'm not happy about being too right on that, but because it's not as fun. More attention being paid to Bitcoin than altcoins. But we got the right players in the bank, and eventually that money will make it over to altcoins. Just may not be the altcoins that we're playing right now. A whole new fleet of altcoins can be coming in. And it happens every cycle, even during the cycle. And you're still going to see lots of brand new ones, shiny bells and whistles, and that's where all the attention goes. Where the attention goes, the money flows. Because we like to chase those things. But I was trying to get it back over here. Let me erase you, darling, or put you into a dotted mode. You're dotted. You see on the 2 hour, which many well-respected analysts actually kind of use the 2 hour. I've heard very good reports for the 2 hour. Just a cleaner chart sometimes to go by. Perhaps it's the way it reacts with the indicators. I don't know. It's reacting pretty good right now. Well, I got a whole ribbon flip. I got a big ass ribbon too, baby. I got you 800 to 666, the sign of the beast. I got that one too. I got the 360s. For a little dash of sacred geometry, I got 200, then I got 150. You know, I'm moving that. They flipped. So they are flipping, and Miss Lucy just now raised her leg, hiked it right over, and flipped right over. That 800 right there, Miss Lucy. She's feeling a frisky, that little devil girl. And yeah. So now we got a total rip and flip. Now, usually when something that big and ginormous happens, I'm sure we will come back and talk to a couple of these areas here. Might even come back and talk to Miss Lucy herself. She likes to be involved with these things when they go down. Hopefully the price will come down, and then we'll meet them halfway there. I personally think a good area would be somewhere around 88,000. That's just me talking, though. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to come down there or not. But we are starting to see. Looks like we might be putting in a lower low there. Hadn't done it yet, but we got our suspicions that she might be coming around. Got to keep our eye on her. She's doing that sneaky thing, but we want to kind of catch this problem ahead of time. Don't want it to grow into something a lot bigger that we ain't got no control over, you see? So I don't know, maybe a little head short might be in order here, you know, if we consider this line as being valid. Some people will, some people won't. We're really going to kick in when we start losing this area right away here. About 92,800, and then we'll know if it's going to be something terminal. Something that's going to, you know, we might start needing to call around, maybe look for some of them barrel plots over there or something. I don't know, but I got to make some plans. Call the insurance man, everything, refrigerator repairman too, because you know, that thing's been out for a little while there. Get that buttermilk, you got to get rid of it. I'm just saying. Anyway, back on topic here. We have a turkey that channels. Oh Lord. Still 20 people hanging out. How you doing on a Monday and Tuesday night or day or whatever? How's your life going? Horizontal right there. Boom, boom, boom. Resistance. And we can come down. Looks like we want to come down. But I think it's a healthy come down. Sometimes you get too high, honey. You got to go walk it off. Walk it off. Come on, get back to your ground. Come down off the ledge. Come down off the ledge. Get back down here. Take something to eat. All right. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. But a far cry from what was being said, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago before the weekend, Thursday, Friday. Remember last Thursday, Friday? Who knows? We might start hearing that stuff again. That bullish pump that was just, woo, come on, everything. Let's jump in. This is your last chance, honey. It's your last chance. And it wasn't. It wasn't your last chance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at some altcoins. Are we going degen? Are we looking at some meme coins? Or are we going to look at some other stuff? Congrats on your way to 3,000 subs. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Could I do it without you, especially you with more sub accounts? Those sub accounts. Wow.
All right. Yes.
How many sub accounts do we need to 100K? That's a lot. Hey, I know a guy that knows this dude. No. If she's meant to be, she's meant to be. That's what we're looking at. But I do notice that if I talk too much about flag patterns, it may be pissing people off. I don't know. I got nothing against a flag pattern. I just, it's just at some point they don't work, and I can show you some places where they might not work as much, and I think that's a good thing to know because I didn't know. Shoot, you go into I was part of a trading group a while back, man. Wow, what 2020 or something, right? And there were always these setups coming, and that was the thing about being in the set. We give you good setups, blah blah blah, and then that was, and then there was an incentive to have setups. You get all these little setups. Some work, some don't. The ones that work are always bragged about. Look, we nailed it. Look, we're up 155% on this. If you'd been in our group, you would have, and you would have if that's the one you chose. A lot of times they get posted, and then you didn't catch them when they got posted. A lot of times they've already made their move and then posted, and then you wait, and you find it 5 hours later. It's already, well, it's no longer at 95,300. It's somewhere else now. Okay. Well, I'll jump in anyway. It's close enough. Especially if you're in a new one. It's close enough. They think it's going to go up, so it's going to be going up for a while, right? Yeah. Okay. I'll jump in. Crazy things. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting off on crazy talks. But I would like to find me some possible good shorts, and to do that, I like to take a look over here at Total 3 again, which we decided was breaking down, possibly down, from this possible, well, the confirmed rising wedgie, the worst kind of wedgie to have, break to the downside. Actually, 60% of the time. We have the alpha right here. Uh-oh, I gotta clear the screen. Well, there you go. Because the people that have never dived down the rabbit hole of actual pattern trading are still stuck on 68% for everything. Wouldn't you rather hang around somebody who's been down that crazy little rabbit hole and has a little bit of an idea of direction, or at least can point you where you can find the direction? And that would be Thomas Bukowski's thepatternSite.com. I don't get paid for anything, but this is where you will find he did the work. He's the nerd that had all the software and that calculated all these things and all the back testing and all that. This is the source. Taught us that in journalism school. Your source is. Anyway, nice action going here in Total 3 also with these bigger bands, and they're still bearish, yeah, but they're starting to altcoins are looking kind of yeah, we said rising, you said rising wedge, but there's a big falling wedge over here, bigger. We're getting a pullback, and I think we said this before we came back. Same as Bitcoin. This is healthy for this to happen, and I'm kind of shocked, and I'm disappointed that we didn't get above here, because technically we could go technically lower low, but we don't have to. But we are looking for altcoins to get a little juicier, but you're starting to look for the areas to start looking at them. Maybe if you're trying to just play altcoins. Now, if you're trying to play altcoins against Bitcoin, then that's where you might be disappointed, and that's why we look at Bitcoin dominance. That's why this is so important, because this little bastard just wants to keep on going. This is the Energizer Bunny right here of the whole market, and I've got so many lines, and let's clean it up, and I don't want to. Yeah, might as well. This will just zoom out on you. I'm tired. The big areas that she's been before, when we really had our altcoin season, when it came in, was right around 72,000 or 72%. 71, 72, right up there. For pushing that area around 70%. Ooh, baby. Now we need to start jumping into altcoins. Doesn't matter what the price is in them against the dollar. They're going to outperform Bitcoin when we get rejected there, right? Happened. This was juicy. This was juicy. Really good. The best that we could do is never going to be as juicy as it was over here in that first altcoin season, in my personal opinion. But we are approaching that area right up here. That's a 7 to 3%. Let me get rid of these big old numbers here. Let me just take it all off. Take it all off, baby. Woo, we're gonna strip them down. Strip them down. We already got past our high. We're in all new high territory for right now. That's where we spiked up to. What gets wicked gets candlesticked, and she candlesticked it this big old just slapped it right up against the. Oh ho! Dang! The candle whipper. All right. So these juicy little areas up here. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where that price is going to go. That was our 618, right? Next area we're looking for a little bit of resistance is going to be about 66. But the real sweet spot would be from the bigger pool that we had. That's where the 73 is coming in. That's also where these guys are coming in. If we can make it up there. I don't know if we can. Maybe we can't. I feel like I just heard this song. Are we doing Deja Vu again? Did that happen before we cut out? Or we're doing Deja Vu? Oh. It's Atlantis. Atlantis is in my backyard. Oh. All right, music. All right, so we're going to mark this little guy right here, this little 786 Fibonacci, because, well, apparently we're headed right there, right for it. And maybe we'll get a little relief, a little altcoin rally going on right there. So we're headed there. This is the daily chart. I would say over. Oh man, that's like all month, dude. That sucks. You know. This is why nobody watches your show, man. You got bad news. No, not bad news, but it's not great news. We're going to slowly creep up there for the rest of this month, for the month of May. Curious about you, man. Curious about you, man. Look at you, respect that line. You respect our trend lines you do, and so I have respect for you, my friend. I see you edging up there ever so softly, ever so subtly. Just inching in. Just inch by inch. Just bearing in deeper and deeper without anybody really suspecting something. And then one day we turn around and say, dang man, Bitcoin dominance is like way up there. She's riding the 9. What the hell does that mean? She's on a solid trend right there, man. Bitcoin dominance on the daily is on a solid trend. That's usually not so great for altcoins. I'm just saying, Bitcoin dominance keeps wanting to go up there. Altcoins either they go down, they dump, or they just kind of might accumulate a little bit. Okay, they just kind of hang out. If at best, not the greatest. Kind of what we've been used to for all year, or all this year. Same thing, because we've just been slowly kind of working our way. Our little arse is back up here from that nice little fall in December. So ever since December, you got to feel for what altcoins feel like. Yay! Just a little bit more of that pain going on for a little while. However, they do pop off, and there are some winners and some losers out there and right now. Here there's altcoins. Oh man, they were looking good and now they're not. Shame on you. You're such a tease. You're such a tease. I'm going to come to my chat and I'm going to see if you guys got any altcoins you want to look at. If not, you're going to look at ones I want to look at. I swear to God. I swear. Slap by a wick, that's hard. Woo! A candle whisperer. Let it out, turkey. Somebody got here. Ooh, Sean. Oh, and Sean let it out. That's what happened right there. I can. Ooh, that's. Oh. Oh, that was gas. Oh, Sean. Woo. Hey, you can't blame that one on me. All right, that one was me, even though it came from that side of the room. Explain that. Take one for the team. All right, well, I guess we will have to put the little marker over here, so I'll find it. Are you working? Oh my gosh, it totally worked. That is amazing. Yeah, check it out, ZBEC. Is it at its all-time high? Let's go look at ZBEC. ZBEC. Oh, ZBC. It is on the ZBC network. Only on ZBC. Still look at that, man. She's already up there. This is a great place to be looking for a shirt. And you can get you a short. So, yay. It would have been great for anybody who caught it like last week, man, when she's down here. Woo, baby, look 100% right there. Yeah, no, I've been trying to get this tool out. I haven't got this one out. Let's do a fixed volume range right. Oh my goodness, she's saying going to snap back here, and I probably think so. So a short might be in order right here. Can we short it? Short this little sucker. Can't you go up further? Farther? Farther? Can't you go up farther? I ain't your daddy. Shut the hell up. She's definitely in a good resistance area. Is there a chance that she can go higher up to here? There is that chance, but will it? Will it? That the fibs will not tell me. But the indicators can give us a little bit of a clue. Will you make it up there, baby? Do you have some more gas in your tank to get up there? The 3-day would suggest that maybe she does actually have a little bit more gas in her tank. Maybe. I would not enter a trade, but I would be looking for a short area. Just keeping it real. Oh, Road Dog, you're in your silly little lines and trumpets and all them little things. Is it a trumpet or is it a hooter? It blows either way. Well, let's go down just a little further here. What are you looking like over here on this 4-hour? You're looking a little confused. You're also looking a little tired. You got a little curvaceousness going on right here. You got some altercations. Me? Me? I do? Oh man, I'm sorry. I guess that's what happens when you start doing DA. Eventually you start calling the charts you. Or she's. Well, if you came up to the resistance and you couldn't make it. You tried, but you got rejected. I did? Me? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your Black Panther party. My bad. That's a nice little trend line. That little wick came right down too. You coming back to retest that? She's trying to curve up. Now the question is she going to go up any further? She's at a very strong area of resistance, and you know we might get Elliot's opinion out on this. Elliot, you think she's going up there too, huh? Look at you, Elliot. We almost agree. He thinks she can come down here too before she goes up there. So we need to see if she gets rejected over here. It looks like she's trying to pull it up. See, she's a she now. All right, there might be a little bit more gas left in this one, but I wouldn't be playing it because it's just like buying the top, unless you wanted to short it. And if I wanted to short it, I'll tell you what I ought to do. Hey, get around. Peep this out. I'll be looking for this area right over here. Wouldn't go too far. She gave us a nice little lovely full retracement right on back here. Very deep, very deep. I'm surprised she got up as far as she did, really. For real, for real. But if she just want to go up a little half further, I'll be looking for a short ride here. Let me dial it in. That's right at 24. That little right there at 24. We're at 19 something right now. If we can, I don't even know that we will get up there, but if we did get up there, I would be looking for that. Let me get this out of the way so it doesn't create a. There's an idea, a trend that might be happening, but that doesn't. I don't want to spell that out. That's a little too. I might create a little bit too much of a bias. But there is a growing, expanding. Yeah, it's there, but it's not there. Let us keep the idea alive. Oh, we're doing some wicks. Is that wicks to wick? Are you within the parameters? I wanted to say parameters all day. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me the opportunity to knock parameter off my bucket list. Thank you. Thank you. Parameter. Today's word is parameter. Find a creative way to use parameter in your conversations today. That's sponsored by really nobody. But if you'd like to be a proud sponsor of this segment, hey, send me a DM, baby. Anyway, 0.0024. That's kind of cool. If we can get up there. If not, we'd be falling back to this area here. You see all these moving averages? They're saying, honey, you're too... Come on down. You're up there too high, honey. You're hitting that crack pipe too high. You got to come on down. We might have to take you to rehab. That's what's going on. So she's in a crackhead space right now. I would not be hanging out with the crackhead space right now up here. I'm just saying. It might get a little bit higher, but every time they can only get time high, and then they'll pull a full bit boy on you right up here if you start chasing too high. That's my warning. Wait till they fall down and then you kick them when it hurts. Yeah. No guts, no glory. That's what I say. Z-Back, she needs to chill the freak out. And we'll figure out where she's coming back. But right now, the moving averages are saying 0.0011. 1-2 area would probably be in order. And that would suck if you like bought here and like, oh, yay, look, I went up 3%, 8%. Oh, my $100 is now $48.23. Thank you. Well, that's almost as much as what I charge monthly for my Speaking of groups you can join for money, if you have money to throw away, is $2,499 a month. Will get you access to what everybody else has, but you get to see my toenails pointing at the Bitcoin price with all their little fungusy goodness. Yeah, you can't get that just anywhere. Only the diehard. $2,499 a month. You know you want it. If you're not in there, you're probably a loser. Okay, that's our sponsor. Love you guys. All right. I'm learning on this algorithm thing. I'm learning from the best. I'm saying, for real, for real. Ricky Bottoms says, you smell like barbecue sauce. Wiki Bottoms, we can't have you in here. You are out of here. How dare you come into my show and talk to me that way, Wiki Bottoms. We cannot have that. That is too much negative energy. You're out. Gone. Goodbye, sir. All right, let's get on with the show. Nothing but positive vibes here. All right, so we've talked about this guy quite a bit. Good a cost network. You look at it on the daily and you think, Hey, you remember these targets we talked about? Like this one right over here that was like, man, that's crazy. What the hell's Road Dogg smoking? Ain't no way. Because we were like back here like $1 or something. Like $1.84. The dude is on crack. I also got 280. I also got 243. We just hadn't made it up there just yet. But I'm just saying. Is that a green dot with money flow coming up toward the zero line? That looks bullish AF, people. even still, not saying buy it now, but I mean, you can zoom in on a smaller time frame to see if there's an entry somewhere. We will do that, but here on the data, looking good for you, Akash. We got the bottom right over here at $1.54. The algorithm loves that. All right. So, right. Algorithm. I forgot about the algorithm. So it looks more impressive if we go to the 1 minute. Let's go to the no. Look, we're zigging and we're zagging. It's like Harry Potter's little son. You didn't truly nail it. You're really. That's close enough, Sean. Shut up, Sean. Shut up, Sean. We nailed it. So she came. Oh, look at this. Nice. You were at 886 and you were at 786. She got rejected there and then popped up through. Ooh, nice when you held it. I'm just going back and seeing how she respected these guys, because this was rejection points too. This was like for the smaller plays for down here when she was. What we had was a trend line with a breakout idea. That was one of them, and then there were some other little bottom ideas. That really nice W down here, just like Bitcoin had. Back here, and everybody's scared out their mind. When Liberation Day hit, yeah, that's when it was the best place to get in on a lot of these little guys. But even then, waiting. You got to get in at some point when she's still down at these areas. And my recommendation was, hey man, any place underneath here would be the best place to get in, or as close to this area at $1.40 as you could get. Well, that is part of our method. So this is nice. Got a basic trend line started right here. I'm going to adjust it over here, and now we're deviating from that. I wanted to say deviate. And even looks like we might be deviating from that. We're rounding and trying to go parabolic. So that's kind of cool. So she's probably going to hit this one, and then we're probably going to get into a much bigger scenario here. We're going to have to put on our big boy targets here for AKT Akash, because we're going to go over here to where we were November, right around Turkey Day. I'm a turkey. All the way down here to our bottom. What was that? That was a 236 Fibonacci. You guys could have nailed it too, just by that, and that didn't cost you a dang thing. I'm just saying, that's just hanging out here and being with good people. So, and now you see why I got my next target over there. I just need to color code you. It is that simple. Not like that. It just happened like you got patience, and when she gets there, but she need to get there. And the Fibonacci's actually do a really good job sometimes of actually nailing it. They do. It's nothing magical Road Dog did. I'm just applying rules, just applying some concepts. She's got a lot of work to do still, though, but that's nice. I'm looking here on the 4 hour, looking at the moving averages. Let's see what you want to do here, baby. But imagine they're coming back up to around 293 and 342. Imagine for me, if you will. Well, that'd be cool if we were in these areas over here. Another 7,900% gains, but for any of you guys that saw it down there, you got in, you took the trade with me, yeah. What's wrong with you? You do your own TA, do your own trade setups. Don't be copying people here on YouTube. My gosh, what's wrong with you? Did your mama raise you? 100, get up to 183. The best TA in the world is you're on, and if you don't know how to do it, stick around and ask questions. You'll pick up some things, and you'll learn how to pick up things from other people, and you'll be able to learn it. There is no TA Institute out there. Look at that beautiful idea. Is that a channel with a breakout and then a retest? Oh my gosh, maybe we'll never see it down here cheap ever again. She's getting ready to blast off, Helen. Could we be going all the way up there? That's a nice move. You gonna bust through my line again? Anyway, we're going to come down here. I'm going to take that stuff off. I think I added that, right? We got to do this for the algorithm. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Where are you? We may not do it. We may not do it. I'm having trouble finding me. There we are. You're born the tears, road dog. What the hell? Brad's gonna plaster this guy right up here. Right there. Pointing at it. Technically, there's a few pennies betwixt, but this is the little cloudy area. We nailed it. Nailed it! Just like in horseshoes, Helen. Are you getting rejected in there? You coming down a little bit? Oh, poor baby. This was Akash Network. Well, if you'd been in it, you would have made. Depending on when you bought it. Up to 63% again. No. I'll try to look for those reversal areas, pivot areas. Copy that image. And I like to look for them ahead of time. Maybe it's different. I don't know. Other people do that too, right? Vanity wall. There we go. So that was AKT. Nailed it. All right, so that's what we got to do for the algorithm. Cool. Justin Crypto, can you check Casper currency? Thank you, Justin, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Let's go check out Casper. Casper Mexi. It's always good to zoom out. Oh my goodness. Did we get a fresh chart? I can work with it. I want to keep the other one without. I would like to do it a little fresh, especially if there's a super chat involved. I'd like to zoom out and see what the charts are saying. Still some resistance up here. That's cool. That's a long way coming. These areas up here about 14 cents are going to be a little concerning. Nice scallop shape right there. How far you come down? Nice. Okay. 786 retracement. That opens up some possibilities for us right there. May locks it. May locks it. That one is going to open up this guy. Oh man, you're still 23 cent. Man, I've been waiting for a 23 cent target since back over here. Open that would be our higher high is what it was coming out to. Apparently Casper likes that 23 cent area as a promise, but just has never fulfilled it. So she gave us a nice deep retracement, fib levels. Now we pull our fibs this way, and nice, she just cleared our area. So the rules of the game are, the rules of the theory are, from Sensei Road Dog, Sensei Road Dog, school lover. Charting the rule.
Tonight, got my wallet locked, private keys so tight. Bitcoin stacking high, baby, feels so right. All coin shining bright.
All right, so 236 area, but anywhere below 9 cents was the juicy spot to get it, because in the next few months we shouldn't, hopefully shouldn't see that area anymore. We should be bouncing off of it. So maybe, are we working on a flag? Could this be a flag? Maybe. she's still going to bump her head right over here at this little red moving average is coming up, because that's a big one. That's a 666 moving average. That's Miss Lucy, the devil herself. So she's going to have something to say to Caspa whenever it meets. And currently that's at 11.4 cents. Also right up here in our next Fibonacci area. So now a lot of people are going to be looking over here trying to formulate some kind of flag or something. Oh, you got a candle body down there? It would look actually more like this. Don't really have enough touches on there. I have rules for touches, but I know some people are going to be doing that, and they're going to put some crazy move. And actually, that one might actually play out. The target would play out. I don't think it's necessarily from what it's doing, but hey, could be. It is also at the fib area, so I'm not going to bitch about it. I'll let that one slide. My thing is, any kind of flag idea, she needs to, respect her. Be respecting her trend lines here, and this one's starting to flirt with that one. We just got to be careful with those ideas. So we got a nice W bottom here, so I might call it an Adam and Eve, and it's about minutes removed from that guy. Good chance that it still might come down and retest these areas about 8.2 cents. So if she is breaking this trend line, she could be coming down a little bit. If she wants to come down, that is the areas we're looking for right here. Would like to see a bounce and like to see that 8 cent area respected. And so far, you've not touched it there. It's a possibility she may not go below 0.0877. It's maybe I'm not as sold on that idea, but maybe. It depends on what she's doing with this trend line. This trend line is kind of steep. It's normal for price action to start giving us a more mature trend line. If I had to guess what that would look like. Oh snap, did we just do that? Helen, we just did that. It would look something a little bit like that. Opens up the nice little possibilities that, yeah, maybe we might touch this little guy down here at 8.1, so I'm gonna go with that one. So for the upside, we're looking about 11 and 11.3 cents. We got the 360 moving average right over here. Also pointing the way toward this other target, our Fibonacci. And basically our Fibonacci's are just pointing the way to the great little areas that we can take profit. Nice little strategy, a nice little approach. I think that if she does go from here to there, that's another 21. Another 41, another 60%, almost 20% gains in every jump there. Great little strategy to build up a nice little bag. Also look at it from this perspective here. I like this idea myself. Where you got a nice big ass trend line, because that's what I pay attention to, is the trend lines. Remember this trend line over here, that was also that we opened the area for all these areas, and so we can get up there, but getting past this area, we may have to have a talk, Chill out for a little while. We get up to 15 cents. I don't see us getting much past there in the too near future. 11.3 seems to be the big one that we're looking for right now, and the 13. I need to draw a line over there. I got lazy. He got lazy. So breaking out this trend line, and there might be a retest of the breakout area, which would be that 8 cent area right there. When you break out a trend line, there is also a chance to come back and retest that. Even if it came up here to 15 cents, there's still a chance to come back and retest that breakout area. A lot of people don't say that. That would also coincide with this guy. Remember this guy? That's also right there, our target area. Need a reason to come back and touch it. Well, there you go, 8 cents. So she might be dropping back a little bit if we have some bad days, bad news, but let's see if that 8 cent area can hold. And unlock it. If you go from 8 cent to our 11 cent target, that's 40% gains, and make it up here to the 13 cent target, that's 63% gains. That spot, that's not got a little bit of, that's got no leverage in it. Zooming out to take a few other areas in consideration. If you look at this in, you know, kind of like a zone or a channel, a box. We're coming up to, we are and did retest the bottom of it and got rejected, so we'll probably try to retest it again. And if we don't start breaking into this and holding up, well, then there might be some more lows for it. But so far, one indicator I've got on here that I've not talked about is the Ichimoku cloud behind it, and it's given me hope that we're trying to change the trend. Made a higher high than this. Need to draw back a little bit and then shoot for making a higher high over here, and that's also again where our 11 cent area comes in. So I get all that from the daily. Didn't have to touch a 1 minute chart there whatsoever. I come down to the 1 hour if I want, come down to any time frame I want right now. And if I had to put this into a category right now, which I don't wanna, I don't like what it's telling me. I don't like it. It's a symmetrical triangle. Not just that, it's the old man granny, the old fart type symmetrical triangle. I hated seeing these in the trading group. Somebody draw this, I hated that. Find myself drawing them a lot lately. And I don't consider this a trade setup. I'm sorry, I don't. They sucked in groups, in my personal opinion, and I think they suck in general. Symmetrical triangles, they can end up ranging you, breaking out on one side and doing the other flip flops. But what I would respect are the moving averages I see on the 1 hour. Now they are flipping, and so, and the trend line. That trend line right here seems to be getting respected and buying in my personal opinion. We're anywhere close to it, which is where we're headed now. That's a pretty good little risk. My take is buying closer to here. You get the best risk to reward ratio, because if she wants to come down, if you can get right above the trend line here, say it and just draw it 9.1, 9.2 cents there. She breaks the trend line, state your stop loss even below over here. What is that, 3%? Yeah, risk to reward? Hell yeah! That's just me. That's just what I like to do, though. I don't like to buy breakouts. I like to buy the break-ins. The breakdowns. I like to buy the breakdowns. But the moving averages overall, even the bigger ones are kind of strong there. That looks pretty decent for Caspa. She may be coming around now. All right, let's take a look at man, I don't think it's doing any better. Oh, well, let's take a look at this one. Here's one, Ski Mask Dog. That's big on base chain. And where are you at right now? Are you testing the areas down? What was this? Oh, wait. Let me draw a line. Draw a line. Arr. That's a number that we had down here that we were looking for it to come back in. Did it ever? Did it? Oh my God! Oh my God, Gerald, look at this. Oh. You suck, road dog. She got within fractions of a penny, man. You suck. That was a Fibonacci area, and that she could come down to. And the problem is, well, she had some kind of a trend line or whatever time frame we're looking at that it was. Anyway, she came down there. I don't know what she's doing. What are you doing right now, Ski Mask Dog? Let's zoom out and see what the hell you're doing. I got lines everywhere on you. What are you doing? Can I just erase these lines? Will that help me, or do I need the? I know that's a little. That'll freak some people out. This is a little bit more manageable right here. Huh. Have you broken that? Ichimoku Cloud's got hope for her, but she's kind of stuck in the middle. Looks like we're on the daily Ski Mask Dog retesting that 50 moving average. Ski Mask Dog might be one to keep on your radar. She was recently, just a few weeks ago, back in April, 24th of April, Ski Mask Dog was up at 8, almost 9 cents. She's on sale today for 4.6 cents and might even come on down to 4.4. Get yours today. Looking at this horizontal support flip area right here, that one's kind of sweet. I bet I can fib you out. Speaking of the fibs, if we're coming down, can you come down further? She either needs to really pull back and hold this area on the daily with those candles, and it might. I think we got a good chance of this trend line holding, but if we lose it, then we could be looking at 3.7 cents. But right this area, right where are we at right now? 4.7. That might be interesting. Let me see what she's doing on the 4 hour. You show me any love here on the 4 hour? You show me any hope that you might? That's a bullish cross, but I'm not seeing good. That's a bearish cross. I'm not seeing anything saying I'm ready to rock and roll. Here on the 1 hour, you got a few little things going on, but she's talking to the devil. Talking to the devil. I'm not crazy about that. Ski Mask Dog. We'll keep our eye on Ski Mask Dog. Dave P, how's it going? I see you out there. I'm looking at the tablet over here. So. We're going to take a look at Floki. I'm looking at meme coins right now. We looked at AKT. That one was Akash. Looked at that one. That's when we were watching, and she hit our targets, and she did really good. Floki, what the hell are you doing? Is this the one we did here on the channel? I think we did do this. Oh, we did do this idea, but we were back over here, weren't we? What the hell were you doing, Bobby? She fell beneath my trend line. Now it's resistance on that trend line. That was a horizontal support resistance area, and she went below it. Okay, Floki, and she may just be coming right down to this area now, which is retesting kind of this area here. Okay, Floki. Nothing exciting there. There might be a short idea. Maybe that would be a little... I think it'd be a little tricky to take a short here on the 4 hour because she's trying to look bullish. If she's above the 9, if it's above the 9, I would want to take a short. Here on the 2 hour, she's holding that 200 moving average. That would be a good. Once she breaks that, you look at maybe taking a short. But you're kind of shorting support, right? The 200 could also be support. I would dare say it's probably got a good chance of being support or these areas holding because the 360 is... We're starting to get a ribbon flip. We're starting to get one. I'm seeing some good moves on the 2 hour on these things. So we're either making a W beneath this other area here and going to break back into it, or we're making one of those bear flags to the downside, and I think we could get caught up here or right down here in these areas. So losing the 200 on that would, you might get a small short. Would it be worth it? The best places to shorts are up here. I'm just saying. I think one of the best places to short, what I've been trying to do myself is, and I've been looking to see what's popping, and when they go parabolic, and then I'm looking to see if they're in my little short zones up here, and if they are, I'm like, I might nibbles at that. And to me, I think those are, but it's hard to do it sometimes because you got to have that conviction. And you got everybody else says, well, I'm playing the flag to the upside. I'm playing the flag. I'm playing the flag. I'm playing the flag. Playing the flag.
market start to play. Eyes like charts, they give nothing away.
So let's see you out there. I'll be Medina DP. The turkey is about tongue-tied. Cat's got the turkey's tongue. I feel like I'm looking over the same coins over and over. And so if there's going to be some Pingu, you still up there? Pingu, is it time to short you? Oh, crab cat. Okay. This is the one that we thought might be making the big ass crab cat. Oh, I killed the crab cat. Fear of the crab cat. So we looked at this recently. I just brought this thing out last night or two. Maybe. Yeah, that's just a speculative possibility. We do have this trend line here, which I'm expecting. Obviously, she wants to run up and run up there, and she can get rejected, and then we can see something very similar to that little pattern that we. It's a nasty top. Could be. This was this Pingu, but this I like down here. That's a ribbon flip. So what? Another way that we can look at this is oh snap! Stop it! Other than a flag to the upside, I'm sorry, obviously, but people being taught that's the first thing to look for is a flag to the upside. It's like. I mean, you got trading, introduction to trading, those concepts with flags to the upside. Not that it's bad, but I mean, you don't hear many of your big traders. Well, my edge is the flag to the upside. Yes, I made my well, there is one. I made my millions with flags to the upside. So we can pretend that we got a new trend line here. Okay, we do. It's got some angle to it. They mature. It really started out this. She got another one there, and then okay, I can play that idea as long as you respect that trend line. Now we good. So now we got a new line in the sand. Break that line in the sand when we pissed and we ain't listening to you no more. But she holds it, and then we got a good chance to go up, right? And there is a good little move to do there. Oh my God, are you going to give us a moon boy move? I am. It's crazy, but it takes us right up here. Right there, a 1-to-1 move here to 0.02 for Pingu. Can that be happening for real? Is this not going to be a crab cat? May not be a crab cat. Are you saying it's a flag to the upside? No, I'm not saying it's a flag to the upside, although it might look like one. If we do have a solid trend line here, we got something that we can respect and bounce up to. I would be calling it some kind of channel idea, but then I don't know. It's like, you're always looking at channels. I'm like, yeah, I do that. I don't know. I'm turning to the boomer ways. The boomer ways seem to have something that the other ways don't. Come on, baby. Strip the light pan tango. When Mott should be getting up there, we could take a gander, take a guess, and kind of think that maybe somewhere. What is that? Somewhere on the second week, 11th of May, somewhere second week of May. Maybe we can find ourselves there. That's about another week. Maybe it's a speculative at best. It's the little trend time technique, but there is something to be said about time and price, and that's what W.D. Gann, all of his studies were revealing, right? And he believed and proved actually that you could square price and time. So there's something there. We just haven't figured it out because he took those secrets to the grave, but he was documented as being able to call price and time. He did. He figured out something that a lot of us don't know. Fascinating study, really, and I'd like to study them all I can. What I can tell you is that we got a nice bit of flipping in here of the moving averages, and that's bullish. And as long as she expects that trend line, it's especially bullish. So Pango be going to the upside. And I like this, and that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. You got a moon boy target there, boy. A nice little 70% gain, but yeah, I do. Should we post this one? Yeah, you know what? She's a little bit risky one to do because she's up there. It's not, I gotta say that. I'm gonna post it. I like that one actually. It's just now, depending on how you look at it. You gotta squint your eyes side. Okay, turn your head sideways, squint your eyeballs just a wee bit. We're just taking it. I'm just going to take my trend line on the 4 hour to candle bodies. If I do that, we don't have a breakout, and we still got wiggle room if you want to even consider the wicks up there. Let's do it. But she is trying to do something right now. Oh, are you? You are breaking out. On the regular candles, you are. Well, we got different candle bodies up here now. She's trying. She's trying. Remember, we still got some wick juice over here. Don't get that on you. That's kind of nasty. Are you doing that too? So I think it looks kind of cool right now. In these situations, if I was just tuning in and seeing this, oh look, there is a trade setup saying the 4 hour, but we have not confirmed. I've been coming in here on the 15-minute. Looking at you, get my binoculars out and saying, what you doing over here? She's already cleared a 15-minute candle over there. Even averages. Hey man, where the... Oh dude. Do I erase my moving averages? That sucks. I gotta back up all the way. If I gotta put everything in rewind to undelete my moving averages, I erased them. That sucks. And is that gonna come back? Crab cat! It was your fault. How did I do that? There they are. It was your fault. Oh, there was the culprit right there. She's trying to move up is what she's trying to do, ladies and gentlemen. She's trying to move up. And she may be getting a little bit of a... Oh man, you just killed your trade setup, man. Life is hard being a road dog. I'm just saying, life is hard being a road dog. We take these guys off of there. They look confusing. She's trying to do a flag to the upside. Well, that don't look pretty. Oh, we already got you. I think we've already posted this over there. We're just waiting for targets to hit, right? I don't want to do the flag. That's too cliche. And we did her, and it took us right there, right? Oh, Pango looks kind of hot. I kind of like it. I think she's going up. Pango. Check it. Oh, snap. We lost our camera. Well, that's not cool. My camera is turned off. I'm just having all kinds of little stuff going on tonight, huh? Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. Let me see what we can do here. Okay, well, you shouldn't. That's you, right? There we go. Oh, no. How many? Oh, there we go. Okay, now we found that one. Oh, Oh my God, there's a card.